All right, we just got a short signal. It's 3 o'clock on a Monday. So today was pretty good. I'm going to go over all these trades momentarily, but basically we got stopped out of one and took a long, which was great. Put us up about $367 on the day on the long. Just trading some micros. I did 2 micros, got out one at 20 points, and then I trailed the other one. And that trailing stock got clipped right here up at the top. So that's nice. That's after $1,170 on Friday. So, yeah, not a bad little run. Just trading very light, just trying to show the process right now and not worry about the size that I have on. I do trade larger than this typically. I'll trade anywhere from 4 to 6 micros. Sometimes I might even go up to 10. But normally I don't, because I don't need to risk a daily loss limit on any of one of my accounts. Right now I'm trading Top Step. And the short is in the money by very little, about $10, $20, something like that. Keeps sort of vacillating back and forth. But anyway, just to review kind of what we did and why we took these trades. First one was the EMAs were facing down when the algorithm tripped, right? So the algorithm fired, and we have right there, valid, right? EMAs are in my favor in the direction of the trade. Short, EMAs are down, impulse MACD running down, trend and momentum. You got red on the momentum, neutral trend. So neutral trend means you can short or long, doesn't matter. And of course the TTM squeeze was squeezing to the downside. It was already squeezing. Now, I immediately got stopped out of that following this little bounce off the 200. Right, and this is the 200, this line, dotted line. And it immediately went long signal, so we have to take every valid setup that works. So we look at it. Is it valid? Well, I have my EMAs in the right direction. Check. All right, I have my algorithm. Check. I have impulse MACD is flat, so I'll come back to that. Right? That's flat. There's not a check mark there yet. This momentum is in my favor, and trend is neutral. And look at this. We had some red dot, fired green. This actually fired first before anything else was the squeeze, right? So before anything else, the squeeze gave us the heads up. So that's great. Now, you can wait until this impulse MACD lifts up before you enter. That's perfectly fine. You can do that. That's valid. Or you can enter on this. Very often, this just kind of bumps around a little bit. You may get a worse entry, like this pullback here. Often on a pullback, if I'm in the trade and I think it's going to still go and I think it's valid, I might add here, right? So I got a little bit of a pullback, I might add. This one I didn't. I just had 2. I entered 2, and one of them I put a sell order in to sell at 20 points, which is typical for me. And then I'll let the other one run with either a 50 or 75-point trailing stop, depending on the volatility for the day. Today was a sleepy day, nothing really exciting going on. But look at this, we drift higher, just like I said, on these boring days. We just have a tendency to drift higher. You have pension funds buying stuff. You have retirement funds buying things. These markets are made to go up unless there's some compelling reason that they go down, right? And without that compelling reason and without any news, that's great. Now, so this is a good point here. I'm going to show you. I entered this short, and I wasn't being very careful with checking all my boxes because I did it while I was on the mic real fast. But this is not a valid setup yet, because EMAs have not crossed down. So I entered here. It's probably working against me a little bit. Now it's still in the money by $40, $25. I'm actually going to get out of it right now. So I just closed that out. And I'm going to wait until these EMAs cross down, because if there's no trigger, there's no trade. This could just be a pullback. And it very well could be a pullback because we've just been grinding higher all day, right? So grinding higher all day means, that our trend is most likely in the up direction still, right? The underlying trend. If I go to the 5-minute, the 5-minute is the strongest trend, by the way. So if you really want to know what is the actual trend, go look at the 5-minute. If this bottom line is green, you can only go long. All right? That's a rule. And I should emphasize that rule even more. So again, you can see, this is my system here. I pound the table about setups and no trigger, no trade, and, check all the boxes. Meanwhile, you could see how easy it is for somebody to just not follow all those rules. Right? So I didn't follow all the rules. I didn't get hurt, thankfully, but I did enter incorrectly. So I'm glad that happened on, camera while I'm recording, because you can see I'm not perfect in this either. But what did I do? I did the right thing. I got out of the trade. I said, you know what? My criteria is not met. I'm going to bail on exit. And the reason is because if your criteria is not met, the likelihood of this going in your favor and staying in your favor is lower, right? Could it happen? Sure. You can get lucky. I just got lucky. All right, got out with another $25. But it wasn't the right trade. It wasn't the right setup. So this is not valid, right? Got out of that trade. And what may happen, and very often does, is you'll get another long signal right behind it. Now, because of the time of day, right? It's after 3 o'clock. I don't know if I want to be taking more trades up here. I just took this one because I thought it might have been a nice MOC type of trade. MOC, for those of you that don't know, is market on close orders. You get injections of orders that are daily orders set up by institutions. You get them at 3 o'clock, I think 3:30, and then 3:50, and then 3:59 in 30 seconds goes haywire. So, my probability of doing well in these hours is a lot lower than in the morning. And I know that, by, having made, $5,000 in the morning, only to give back 5,000 to 300 in the afternoon trying to trade this nonsense up here. So I know just by looking back at my trades, what's worked for me, what hasn't. I had to endure a lot of pain in the market learning all of this stuff, so you don't have to, right? All you have to do is follow these 4 rules, right? Look at the setups. If there's no trigger, there's no trade. Now, we have almost everything that's in our favor for this trade, except for those EMAs. And the EMAs are critical. Again, I use the 12 and 31 exponential moving averages. And if those 2 things are not in the favor of the trade, of the algorithm, do not take the trade. There's a reason for this. I studied many, many setups, so many hours of trying what works, what doesn't work, what's the best settings for the algorithm, what are the best settings for the EMAs with the algorithmic settings. I have this all set up for you, so you don't have to do it. All you have to do is just copy it. Why? Because I found a lot of success with it. I'm not saying you're going to find a lot of success with it, because I don't think I can say that without getting in trouble with somebody. But what I am saying is that this works for me, and it consistently works for me, and it continues to work for me. So that much I can tell you and show you, right? Now, if these EMAs cross down, I'm going to re-enter this trade, because that's what I feel like doing today. I feel like taking one more trade because I didn't make a whole lot of money. $371.02, which, that's a pretty good day for a lot of people. $371. I'm of the opinion that, I need to make a little bit more in order to do this for a living every day. But I'm not complaining either. There's days where, the setups are not great. If we go back to early this morning and we look at the setups, we chopped around for a long time. Again, this is the mess I was talking about in my previous video. Right? You have a lot of messy choppiness going on until around after 10 or 10:30, right? You're at the clearing range to sort of clear out. Old business gets done, new business commences, and this is where the new business took off. At 10:22, right, we got the first long signal, and that was a nice signal. That went from 10.579, 673, saying got 100 points out of that first trade, right? And then we got the short, got stopped out of the short, and then got another long. Now, I didn't take this first one too far, and this one I took trailing, and this one I lost a little bit. But overall, now think if I just scaled up and I did 2 or 4 micros on each one of these trades, it'd probably be a $600-700 day. If I just let it ride, that's okay. I never complain about a green day. I might complain, hey, I didn't do the right thing, and maybe I screwed up, and maybe I left some money on the table. I do that to be critical of myself in a positive way. right? I want to learn from those mistakes so I don't do them again. I have a very tough time staying in trades. I just do. I see money and I want to take it. And sometimes I don't think about it and I just say, oh, that's way beyond, what I thought I was going to get, and I exit. But that's not really right. That's not efficient, and I'm doing myself a disservice. So, as good as we think we are, and as good as we are in terms of experience, and we know what we're doing, I still make, dumb mistakes all the time. Sometimes I'll trade a little too big for the volatility, or, I'll know something intuitively, but I'll sort of do something differently. And that's why I like having rules, because I lack discipline. I'm the first one to tell you, I lack discipline. I can't just say, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because that's how you blow up accounts. I've blown up accounts. Believe me, blown up plenty. Right? I've had funded accounts that, for no reason, I lost the funding on them. For no reason, because I was not following my rules. So, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm great and do everything I tell you to do, and, because that's what I do. I break my own rules too. So, let's get that out of the way that I'm human. And, sometimes I become the click monkey, especially if there's volatility. Yeah. So this trade looks like it's still going to continue higher. I'm not going to re-enter at this point. So that's it. Just wanted to show you guys. $371.02. There's links in the description below for what indicators I'm using. This top one is Ultra Algo. That's paid indicator. I do have an affiliate link in there. If you're going to go ahead and sign up for this indicator, I'd appreciate it if you use the link, because I do get a little bit of a discount off that. And also check out your options for different prop firms, right? Trade someone else's money, not your own. Don't go at risk with your own money. Right? If you know what you're doing and you can be successful, why not just use somebody else's money? Go to trypropfirms.com. Check out the links to the affiliate, or to the different prop firms that we have there. There are affiliate links also. But check out trypropfirms.com. And if there's any discounts going on, those will be automatically put into the account when you click on the forwarding link. Take care. Trade small. Trade safe. Don't be a hero. Make money. Peace.